Hey guys, welcome to Sahaana Study Table, where you can become a genius. This is the place we study together. Today we're going to be doing another Math Olympiad practice problem set, part 13, so I'm really excited, really excited. So let's get going to number 1. So problem number 1, 3 times sun minus 25 equals 8. Find the value of 3 times sun plus 25 divided by 29 plus sun. Two things here. The sun represents a number. And the second thing is that the sun stays the same number. It's constant. It doesn't change. So first, what we're going to do is solve this equation and figure out what sun is so we can solve the second equation and find our answer. Final answer, actually. So in order to find what sun is, we're going to keep the sun on one side and bring all the other numbers to the other side. So first, let's bring 25 to the other side. We're going to basically be adding 25 to both sides. So when we add 25 to this side, the minus 25 plus 25 becomes 0. So 0 really doesn't change anything. So we're just going to say 3 times sun is enough. We don't have to say plus 0 or anything. And when we add 25 to the other side, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. When we add 25 to the other side, it becomes 3 times sun equals 33. So now we can divide both sides by 3, which would be basically sun equals 33 divided by 3. And if we solve that, sun equals 11, right? 33 divided by 3 is 11. Now we are just going to solve this equation and substitute 11 for the sun symbol. So 3 times 11 plus 25 divided by 29. So I'm just taking this part of the equation right here. I'm not taking the plus sun. We'll do that at the end. Divided by 29 equals 33 plus 25 divided by 29. And that's 58 divided by 29, which is 2. Don't forget, we still have to add sun to it. So 2 plus sun is also 2 plus 11, which is 13. And guess what? We're done. 13 is our final answer. Woo! We did it. In a simple way, not a complicated way. Number 2. This rectangle is made up of 7 congruent rectangles. Okay, what is the area of the rectangle? So basically what the question is saying is congruent means the same sized rectangles. Like all these 7 little rectangles are the same size. They don't differ. And they're asking the area. So this side length they said is 20. Now we're just going to basically find out this side length so we can find the area. This is a complicated diagram, but let me explain it to you. First, what we did is, since this is 7 congruent rectangles, we know this is split exactly in half. So this must be half of 20 centimeters, which is 10 centimeters. So this is 10 centimeters. This is 10 centimeters. We know the longer side of the smaller rectangles, the longer side of the smaller rectangles is 10 centimeters. So we know this part right here is 10 centimeters, and this part right here is 10 centimeters, this longer side. But we're not done with the whole length yet. We just need to find this area, or this, not the area, this length. So we can add these up and find the area of the entire rectangle. So we have, this is 20, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all these side lengths, these tiny little side lengths here, are the same. So all we have to do is 20 divided by 5 to give us this side length is 4, this side length is 4, this side length is 4, and so on. So if this side length is 4, then this side length also must be 4, since they are the same congruent rectangles. So if this tiny side length is 4 and this long side length is 10, we can figure out this whole side length right here is 14 centimeters. So the area formula for a rectangle is length times width. So all we have to do is 20 times 14, that's 280. What's the area of the rectangle? The area of the rectangle is 280 square centimeters. Remember, we figured it out here. 20 times 14 is 280. That's why the area is 280 square centimeters, because they're asking for the area, not the perimeter. 280 square centimeters or 200 centimeters squared. 280 centimeters squared. Either way. Number 3. The pages in a book are numbered consecutively from 1 to 100. What is 34 less than the sum of all digits in the page numbers of the entire book? Okay, a few things here. First of all, consecutively means like one after another. Like the numbers would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, because the 2 is after the 1, 3 is after the 2. So it goes in order, basically. Number 2, they're not asking for the sum of the page numbers. They're asking for the sum of all the digits in the page numbers. For example, if they're asking like 100, it wouldn't be like plus 100. It would be plus the digits in 100, which would be 1, 0, and 0. So you have to add up all the digits in all the page numbers of the entire book. This is going to get some interesting stuff. Okay. I don't think anyone wants to go there and just keep adding, like write down all the digits from 1 to 100 and add all of them up. That would just take forever. I don't want to do that. So there's a simple method for this. In just normal counting numbers or digits, there are 10 digits, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these digits repeat 10 times for each tens in 1 to 100. Let me give you an example. For what? Like, let's say 1. 1 repeats in 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, 71, 81, and 91. That's 10 times. Okay, so let me tell you something here. We're just calculating like the last digit. We're doing like right now we're figuring out if the digit is repeating in the ones digit of the page number, okay? Not the tens, not the hundreds, just the ones digit right now. And if you count all these numbers repeat 10 times in the ones digit of tens, of each 10. So now we know that all these numbers repeat 10 times for each 10. All we have to do is add all these numbers up, which is 45, and multiply it by 10 since it's repeating 10 times, which is 450. But we're not done just yet. We only figured out the numbers in the tens digit, not the tens digit. Sorry, we only figured out the sum of digits in the ones digit, not in the tens digit yet. Let's figure that out. So you know how, let's say 1, okay? 1 repeat has its like own tens, we can say, like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. See, the 1 repeats continuously 10 times in its own specific tens. So then all the digits have to repeat 10 times in its own specific tens. So what we can do is, well, for those of you who are wondering, how does 0 repeat? Well, let's just say in the first tens, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up till there, let's say the number starts with 0. 0, we're finding the sum. It's not going to matter, but let's just think that. So the numbers are repeating 10 times again. So now we can just do the same thing we did. That's another 450, right? So now we have 450 and 450. So that's like 900. Yeah, 450 plus 450 is 900. And guess what? The answer is not 900. We did figure out all the sums of all the digits in the page numbers of the entire book. But not the entire book just yet. We only figured it out until 999. We didn't figure out the 100. What happened to the 100 page? So we need to add the sum of the digits in 100 together, which is 1. So we just have to add 1 to the 900, which is 901. So the answer is 901. Wait, no. I just caught myself there. Look at the question. What is 34 less than the sum of all digits in the page numbers of the entire book. We need to subtract 34. If we do the math, 901 minus 34 is 867. 867 is the answer to the question. 867 is the sum of the digits in the page of the entire book minus 34. 34 less than the sum of all digits in the page numbers of the entire book. Let's do like a recap because we did a lot of stuff here. So first what we did is we figured out there's 10 digits and just normal like counting numbers. Then we figured out these digits are repeating 10 times in each tens. So we added all those numbers up, multiplied it by 10, which is 450. So that's the sum of all the digits in just the ones place, excluding 100. And step 3, each number repeats 10 times in a specific tens. Like 1 repeats 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now we figured out the sum of all digits in the tens place only, excluding 100 again. So we have the ones place and the tens place. So we added them up to figure out the sum of the ones place and the tens place, which is 900. But we excluded 100, so we found the sum of the digits in 100, which is 1. And then we added it to the 900, which is 901. Then we weren't done just there. We had to find 34 less than the page number sum. So we subtracted 34, which is 867. So 867 is 36 less than the sum of the digits in the page number of the entire book. So guess what? 34, we know. 867 is our final and amazing answer. Now, wasn't that much faster than having to add all those digits up? I think so. So thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get a notification whenever I post a video. Thank you!